Welcome to Real Flix Reviews. We're like a book club for people who hate reading. This month we're doing movies that are funny or unintentionally funny, so I picked the movie Wing Commander. And we bring you movie news at the end of the program. This week we have Jonathan Charney, James Stevens, Ryan Preston, and the old guy.
Old guy's here.
So here is the description of this movie via IMDb. And another great IMDb description. Blair, a fighter pilot, joins an interstellar war to fight the evil Kilrathi, who are trying to destroy the universe.
Kilrathi.
So I didn't know that this one was actually based off of a video game.
An old video game.
Oh, yes.
Really? CD-ROM game.
Old video game, but it was a video game. Yeah.
That's from the early 90s, late 80s. It was, it's actually very famous, believe it or not.
So do you guys actually want to hear something funny about this movie?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
in 1999, that this was one of the few films that actually had Star Wars The Phantom Menace trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So people would buy tickets to go to the movie, and before the movie started, after they watched the trailer of Star Wars, they'd get up and walk out.
Well, because this movie is...
I would like to discuss you calling this movie a film.
Yeah.
Well, I find this movie's hilarious. The first thing I want to do is, I don't believe I'm doing this, I'm apologizing to Uwe Boll, because he didn't direct this movie, even though I swear he did it.
Yeah.
It's Chris Roberts.
Came from.
Because this movie, to me, I thought was hilarious, because the sets look like they were ripped off from Total Recall with Schwarzenegger.
Really steampunkish.
Yeah, I could see that.
Very household items spray painted to look futuristic.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that computer was a car battery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a KitchenAid somewhere in this movie.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I have to say about actually the film and the way they...
It's a submarine movie
did
in
everything.
space.
Holy hell, can anything go right?
Right?
I mean, I was actually expecting like them to go to the bathroom and be like, oh man, I can't go. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Or no, what happened is
he can't go poop.
yeah,
Something. It's like, dude, nothing went right in this film except for the ending.
and
It was over.
I love Matthew Lillard as an actor, but I haven't seen him. I haven't seen any him and Matthew. That was Freddie Prinze Jr. overacted this entire movie. I don't think they could hit their cues if they tried.
Yeah.
This movie.
This was before Matthew Lillard kind of became a little more cult favorite. This is the kind of stuff that he got cast in. This Hackers, you know what I mean? That kind of just
Hackers in comparison to this movie is,
No, it's about the same. I love this movie and Hackers, but no, both are not great.
No,
movies.
Hackers is better than this one. By far.
All right, let's hack the
Gibson.
Gibson.
Chock-a-block full of B-list, character actors, from the 90s.
But some of these actors are actually really good actors, though. At least I thought. The guy
Chick Caro.
Well, you mean the guy that played the bad guy from Beer Fest? That guy's a good actor?
Well, actually,
I didn't watch Beer Fest, and I wouldn't admit to watching it either.
I was actually thinking of Colonel Paul Gerard, the Jorgen, whatever. He was on the movie David Lynch's Dune as Duke Atreides.
Yeah.
He's actually a pretty decent actor. So is the guy who played Commodore James Paladin Taggart. He's a pretty good character actor.
Chick Caro or whatever. I don't know how to say his name.
There are people in this movie that are good actors, but they do not act well in this movie.
No.
Yeah.
You can't even really do the best with what you're given on this one because, based off a video game, did anybody even think this was going to work in the 90s? I'm amazed this guy made.
If you can have giant walking, talking turtles, why can't you do something off a video game?
And why did they have to show the bad guys?
They're my favorite part of this because they look like a high-end,
They look like a cat. They look like a cat.
Well, they look like a Halloween mask you buy.
The big giant alien from Mass Effect.
And it was pretty much like they ripped off, they stole some Ninja Turtle costumes and screwed them up.
They look like high-end
That's
Halloween.
what they look like.
They look like Halloween costumes.
There was another film that they had crappy. Well,
Something you would see at Comic-Con.
thank you. That too.
It's cosplay.
Yeah. The problem with trying to make a futuristic movie is that you're trying to, you look at a movie 20 years ago that is trying to pretend they're 30 years from now, and it just doesn't hold up. I mean, it's so bad.
This movie's 10 years old.
I really hope we're not this inept in the future.
The prop making was so poor What was the budget on this film? Did anybody look that up?
$30.
I'm just wondering because everything was really terrible.
What were you trying to say, Ryan? I sorry, kind of cut you off.
I didn't give a shit enough to look up anything about this movie.
Yeah.
See, I love this movie because to me, like my favorite part of this movie is the false sense of drama. Everything is just really, and it just makes me laugh every time. Like when Angel Devereaux, huh?
Every argument's the end of the world with these people.
Yeah. When Todd Maniac Marshall killed his girlfriend Pilot, and Angel's like, "You just did something," and pointed this gun that looked like it was borrowed from Virtuosity or something.
You get another crappy prop.
I was thinking it was. Oh, I finally figured out the movie I was trying to think of.
Time Cop?
No. Fifth Element.
Oh yeah.
It looked like the monsters, the bad guy monsters from there.
Yeah, but that movie was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, and that movie was funny.
That movie was far better.
I just thought about that. But yeah, I was thinking of like the handgun from that movie too. It was a prop from that.
Actually, yeah, it almost looked like the gun from Time Cop. All they missed in this movie was Mila Djokovic.
Yeah,
She
what they
would've made the
needed in
movie
this movie
better.
was Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the only thing I thought was kind of neat that you don't see in other sci-fi movies is that they get the ship to come by and do a broadside like the old sailing ships, right?
Yeah.
Just wait, we're going to get broadside of them. We're going to give them a broadside. This is like what? We're in the ocean and old
That's exactly what
sailing boats.
John pretty much said it. It's like submarines.
It's a submarine movie in space. The realization is that when you look above and
like everything turns nautical again.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this is that they said, oh, we got to be quiet. We can't make any noise, right?
Yeah.
Space doesn't transmit noise.
No,
They could be blasting rock.
No, it does in 2001. It has noise, da da da.
Yeah. No, the point is, it's just that there was a major goof. Oh, we got to be quiet. They might.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well,
and then
that was part of the.
So that was funny.
Well, that was building the false sense of security.
Yeah.
But my favorite was the high school ring. Another one when he said he threw the guy that ring, and the guy's like, "What is this? This ring's been in his family for 9 generations."
Yeah, whoever holds this ring probably killed the guy wearing it and now has it.
There you go.
But seriously, I gotta
Seriously,
say
there was nothing seriously in this movie.
The one thing
Sorry.
I seriously have to say about this film is I really, dear God, I hope we do not become this inept in the future. I mean, it was like nobody could get anything right. Sorry?
That's okay. Last week was your taco truck. Today's the train. It's all right.
Ice cream truck. Get it right.
But I love the cucaracha when I played it. The other thing I liked about this movie was the fighter planes, that had the exhaust pipes in front.
Yeah. Those things reminded me of the old Japanese Zeros. That's kind of what it looked like.
You mean anything would hit them and they would explode?
Well, no, but the way they were firing, and it looked like a cylinder engine.
No, I get what. Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
And that prop they stole from Star Wars that had that that reticle.
Monocle device. Yeah.
That
did absolutely nothing as far as they told you in the film.
We had no idea if it worked or not because they were busy doing all this all the time, so it must not have worked.
And apparently there's an up in space because they kept, it was up there, it's down there. Seriously? This movie's hilarious.
It was funny.
No, I did not laugh.
I did.
The closest I came to chuckling was how 90s this film was for 99. Yeah. Everybody was trying to move away from the hip hop and the kind of like that type of stuff. It was like this film was trying to still have it.
It's a Freddie Prinze Jr. movie. In the 90s, it was required to have bad music.
Well,
yeah, they had a token everybody in this movie. The token African guy, the token Scottish guy, the token English guy. Now, here's my question.
The token French guy?
Years in the future, how do you still have those accents?
Yeah, just because it's the future doesn't mean we still won't have countries unless the Earth is destroyed.
Well, the Kilrathi tried.
I'd do it. I'd kill the Earth if this was what it ended up being.
This is a good example of trying to predict the future and having no clue.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They had no clue.
Yeah, Demolition Man was funnier than this film, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there.
No, you're right. But that movie
was way funnier.
It was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Was this one really supposed to be serious?
I guess.
Yeah.
You cannot be this serious and make a film like this.
Well, look who they picked. They picked the gruesome twosome that in the 90s were in almost every single movie together. They picked Matthew Lillard and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once they picked those, you knew the movie was either going to be horrible or unintentionally hilarious.
But I like that he was the blonde in this one.
Right? and
everybody was racist towards Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
It was
pretty funny.
In the galaxy.
I love how they try to make him special. Your mind's the Navcon AI is a copy of your mind. You're special.
That was pretty interesting that he's just typing all this stuff. So you're in a life or death situation. Let me give it to the guy who is the most inept. And have a miracle happen.
But it was a pilgrim.
Type really fast in a pinch situation. I'm not typing that fast.
But somehow he's really good at 10 key.
It's in his genetics. Remember, he was a pilgrim. So,
10 key was passed down by sperm.
That's right. Somehow that genetic code got passed down each time there was an ejaculation.
I hear a Monty Python song coming on.
Yeah, I'll play it.
James started it.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, because for some reason I hear that Monty Python song,
Just to remember, if a sperm is wasted, God gets quite irate.
Jeez.
Oh no.
So who to you? I mean, they even had David Warner, who was in the Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze or whatever it was. So who do you think in this movie was the worst actor minus Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard?
I don't think wasn't really happy with Angel. She way overplayed her character, I think.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure if she was acting in that movie.
Character. I think it was the guy that was we're gonna trust our safety to the half breed. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were all so damn bad, John. This is not an easy question.
Yeah. Well, yes, you guys got that one. You got that one. I gotta go with Lieutenant Obotu.
Yeah.
Who was the Asian black guy.
Okay, what was the best act? What was the part that made you laugh the most?
The credits.
It was the second time they went through the warp thing.
Oh, Scylla.
And
they froze everybody again, and I'm just like, really?
That was probably the most high tech that movie got.
Yeah,
that ability to freeze frame and almost be able to walk around it.
Yeah. Yeah, the second time they did it, I think I laughed a little bit off that.
There you go. See?
So it was just kind of like, Or it wasn't really funny. It was just like, really? We got to do this crap again?
Or when they were mentioning Greek mythology, like 1,000 or 5,000 years,
Oh my God! Yeah, that too. That didn't make me laugh. That was just another one of those. Really?
This movie always makes me laugh. I don't know why too, because it's really not a good movie. But every time I watch this, it just makes me laugh.
Well, I know somebody this is one of their favorite movies.
Wow!
Really?
I couldn't stop making fun of it the whole time.
Yeah. See, I'm sitting there really I would not have thought of this as a good movie or a movie that I'm like, ooh, this is cool.
See,
let's watch it again.
This is a movie that you invite friends over and you all just talk crap about the movie.
No, you get drunk and talk crap.
Exactly. You invite friends over and watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather invite friends over and have them watch, Redneck Zombies over this.
I know, let's have a great party. Make everybody watch Indecendis.
You don't watch the movie, you watch the people's reactions who are watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like next time I make somebody watch Buffalo 66.
Yeah, there's a couple of parts I would be looking for a reaction.
Yeah, it's span time. The span time. We have to be like we span time.
Yeah, tell me it's not a good movie and then everybody's quoting it still.
No, I'm just quoting how crappy it is.
By the way, IMDb, the best thing about the IMDb is the goofs.
Yeah, one of the first things I read.
I thought it was interesting that Mark Hamill did the beginning, the opening.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they give him a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
It's like, really? I would be a question mark if I was in that movie, too.
I
don't want no
He
credit.
probably said, I don't want my name here, just put a question mark.
Yeah.
I just want to know why there's goofs in this there's just very little. This whole movie was a goof.
Wait, there's very little goofs in this film?
Well, this is it right here. See this page?
There's not that many compared to some of the other movies.
2 swipes on an iPad.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This whole movie's a giant goof. So I'm dying to know, Ryan, what do you give this movie?
Oh man, this might be the definition of a 1.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean,
really?
Wow, there's nothing good about this movie.
So
at all. The only reason that I was able to sit through it is because I have a decent sense of humor and I can just crack fun at the dumb shit that's before my eyes.
That's why I love this movie. So, James?
Yeah, I'm with him on it. It's a 1.
Wow.
I was already going to give it a 1 before you did, so you didn't talk me into anything.
Rob?
You know, it's funny. I'm usually the one on the bottom, but this time, I'm not going to say it's a 1. I'm going to say it's a 2, which isn't saying much more, really. But for its lack of redeeming elements, when you're kind of a fan of space and sci-fi, good or bad, you watch it, and that's where I put this. I mean, I've watched 50 sci-fi, and if I watch Buck Rogers and think it was okay, I could watch this movie and think it was okay, so I'm going to give it a 2.
I actually love this movie, but I'll have to say I have to give it a 2 out of 5. However, I've actually watched this movie a couple of times versus I've never actually gotten to 2001 Space Odyssey. So
I've at least gotten through that one twice.
I keep falling asleep through it in 2001. So yeah, I give this a 2 out of 5. It's not a great movie, but it definitely makes me laugh every time I see it.
I can't go as far as to give it a 2 based off the fact that there's just it lost my interest. The only reason why I finished this film is because I'm doing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why I finished it.
See, I didn't really think it was that bad. So it was bad. Don't get me wrong. This is never a movie I ever want to see again, ever. I don't even want to hear about it. But I don't think it's a 1.
I know what I'm getting.
I really don't.
Christmas.
Oh God.
Actually, the best thing.
The signed, autographed edition of this.
I'll be honest. You know what the
on
best
VHS.
The best thing about this movie, honestly, is the outer space shots are actually pretty good. I mean, they're obviously very video gamey. But it
was meant to be.
The sets the sets and the ships and the design, and even the roof on the inside the ship were actually well done. It's probably one of the better things in this movie, I thought, because it had the piping. It gave it that very nautical submarine look in outer space.
It did.
But so now
if you want to watch a really good sci-fi, just check out B-Star G, Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah.
Now, the one thing I do have to say positive about this movie,
I like Stay Gay Lannis,
is this will be the last time we hear John say Uwe Boll's Wing Commander.
Yeah, because it didn't exist.
Yeah.
No, but this movie's so shitty. He should have directed it.
Yeah.
And that's the last time we get it, and we won't threaten us about this movie anymore since we've already done it.
Oh no! Next time is The Name of the King.
Okay.
2.
All right. I've actually seen that one.
That second one with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, movie news. Let's see what you got, John.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that we do have a Facebook page. Please tell me how much I suck for picking this and that it's unfunny. Please, I beg you. Let us know. Is there a movie that you want us to see, watch?
Yeah.
Or is there something? Or is there a movie, a genre, something that you really want us to do? Just please let us know.
I still can't believe IMDb gave this one a 4.
Yeah.
I can.
4 out of 10.
Look what it gave Buffalo 66.
Okay.
It's a cult classic.
So therefore would probably be like our
Obviously,
2.
I mean, that one, we're almost to like 1 million views on that show.
So the first one, the first news is Batman vs Superman officially has a title.
Are they going with Batman versus Superman?
I don't think it's versus.
I know.
Oh, that's the website, and unfortunately I clipped off the wrong part of it.
Batman and...
He clipped off the title.
Yeah, I did.
We're getting a new title. Never mind.
Yeah, oops. But check it out. It actually is title. Oops.
Right.
The next one is River Phoenix. 20 years after his death, the last River Phoenix movie is actually being released. It's called Return Theaters Dark Blood. River Phoenix plays a desperate widower called Boy who lives in the desert on a nuclear testing site. when the Fletchers, a married couple on their second honeymoon, show up on his land. He imprisons them to conquer his loneliness and lust. Sounds like a romp.
Loneliness
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
lust.
sound very interesting. Sounds totally chick
Oh,
flickish.
boy. Yeah.
It really does.
Like rape and being alone and torture. I don't know if that's in the movie, but that's what it sounds like.
Anyway, so
Why are they doing this?
those of you that were interested, it is Batman v. So versus Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Yes,
Oh,
that's it.
Dawn of Justice.
And also, do us a favor, take a look at the suit, because they've shown a black and white picture of
I
it.
have seen it. Yeah.
Let us know what you think, because that's the one thing I'm excited to see what it looks like in color.
I actually had a really lengthy conversation on Facebook over it. I'm glad it doesn't have nipples. I'm very happy about that.
Bat nipples.
We are
but
a long way away from that, man.
the Batman costume, I'm actually surprised, is because Ben Affleck actually worked really hard to be fit enough to fit in it.
And it's an old school looking
It
bat
does
suit
look really
too.
old.
Good.
And
So-
it doesn't look like the
But
90s.
does
and it
Superman
doesn't
still
look
wear
like Nolan's.
tights?
Well, I don't.
Probably. Does he still have
Does anybody-
underwear on the outside?
No,
That's a wonder.
the new one he doesn't.
Is it like a Batmanish type uniform or
Brian's
whatever you
like
call
ignoring
it?
us. What are you doing?
Custom? I don't know what you would call this.
It's based off the new Superman movie, the Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy who plays the new Superman.
Yeah, whoever did the Man of Steel, that's the costume.
So it'll be the costume. Okay. I haven't seen it. See, that's why I'm the old guy. I don't know shit.
Hey, man, I'm trying to actively avoid seeing anything about it. I just want to see it in the theater.
Okay, there you go.
But you do a movie review show. I mean, come on.
I actually liked.
But I don't want to see the trailers and start speculating on what to expect from the thing. That's when I have expectations. That's when things don't live up to my imagination.
Well, you bring up a good point. I think it's that's cool. I think it's much better to not go in with an expectation, because unfortunately most of the time that's negative. I mean, I'll look at a movie, we'll go see it, and I'm going, oh, this is going to be a freaking flop.
Yeah,
I know it. I'm wasting my time.
I've had that happen so many times.
The opposite.
Like Guillermo del Toro's
Lower
Pacific Rim. I was looking forward to that movie, and dear God, that movie sucked.
Yeah, it did.
And the dear God, why are you rebooting this section of the show? Lethal Weapon. They're going to try to reboot it.
That.
Did we talk
Come
about
on.
that?
I don't know, but
I think it might have been like a little mention.
Yeah, I thought
honorable mention, but I don't think we actually discussed it.
this
at length.
one here it is.
Who's it with?
They don't know yet, because it looks like they're actually just discussing it. But a couple of years ago, they actually tried doing one more, Lethal Weapon 5, with
All
Mel
right.
Gibson and Danny Glover. And because of Mel Gibson's mouth, they stopped it.
Yeah.
And also,
Right. Right.
Shane Black was a screenwriter.
So it happens
and,
when you get
and
drunk.
they wanted him to direct it, but because Richard Donner, I guess, who helmed the previous 4 movies, wasn't in it, they said Mel Gibson said no. So the question is, do we really need another Lethal Weapon movie? I love Lethal
There
Weapon
will
1.
be
But
no other lethal weapons than the ones that Dick Donner did.
Do we need another Die Hard movie? Because there's the other question.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
saying-
we did not.
No. Well, it won't be with
you can't. You can't.
Bruce Willis.
You can't have Die Hard without Bruce Willis.
Yeah, well, but they claim that that train really wants to make noise.
That's the hoe
You can't have.
Ow.
You can't have. It's not going to be Bruce Willis though, right? It's going to be Harrison Ford. That's what they said.
Harrison Ford
Harrison Ford said he will play the part
is going to be using a walker?
because Bruce Willis wants too much money.
Oh, no, you're talking about the Expendables.
No, I'm talking about the next Die Hard.
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Really?
So he's going to be on a walker or a cane the whole time.
Well, he obviously must expect to live a long time because the movie isn't even started.
Right?
So,
Wow.
Jeez.
But on the other hand, I am begging for a Terminator movie that doesn't have any likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger ever.
No, they're going to.
Yeah.
They can't do it without Arnold.
Yes, I wish they could.
maybe a poster on the wall.
He told you that in the first one.
It'll be
back.
a pan.
Right?
He told you. I'll be back.
No, they're all going to be like the liquid metal guy. How much better can you get than that?
Yeah, that was actually really cool for the time.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it really
And think
was.
about it nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I just could really do without another Terminator movie, which they are in the process of doing.
Yeah.
Of course.
They've been in the process of it since he got since he
Every
left his
movie you've ever
governorship.
seen, they're remaking it.
haven't we? Isn't our mantra here the fact that they can't come up with anything original?
Yeah.
That it's just everything is a remake or a play of, or
at least the stuff that comes out of the big studios.
True. Right.
That's all that put
The
their money behind. They
blockbusters.
have no faith in independent stories anymore.
Right.
And
Which is what we're going to do next week.
and the other one is Jim Henson's Creature Shop is not going to have anything to do with the next Star Wars movie. Not going to be making anything. Yeah, that's the news I read today.
But why?
I don't know, but I'm
No
actually
Yoda.
kind of bummed about that.
Yeah.
No Yoda.
I'm wondering why they're...
Did they have anything to do with the last
Yoda
one?
died in number, what was it, 6?
I thought they did, but I'll
But
be
he
honest,
played
I
a
don't
ghost.
really know.
They always said
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because he learned how to
And
portray
also,
himself after.
there is a really strong rumor that they're going to release the original theatrical version, not the special edition, special versions they have out now, on Blu-ray. So I might
would be
actually
great.
buy another version of Star Wars.
Oh, sure.
Because I own like 5 of them at this point.
Lucas needs more money.
I
No,
tell you-
actually, it's the mouse.
Hey, Ryan,
was
let me
the
ask you
downside.
this question.
Yeah.
Not being in Southern California anymore, when Star Wars came out in L.A., and it was a big blockbuster, they went all out to say, hey, you gotta come see this movie, and they played it at the Century City movie theaters in there, and we waited in line for literally hours to get a seat
They had nothing
for
better
that
to do.
movie. Literally, that's the way those kind of movies were made, and
Was
what
the
you
70s.
expected out of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen any movie in your lifetime where people have actually done that, waited hours?
Yes. Let's see. Well, obviously, the Episode 1 Star Wars, nobody had any idea what to expect, so hopes were really high.
Right.
Damn,
A
did they
lot
get
of
disappointed.
people that are our age now, 28, 30, 31, 32, were waiting outside the theaters, for hours and hours and hours. And I drove by, at least a dozen theaters in that, couple of days, and all you saw was lines around the block, people dressed up.
Right. Right.
It turned into a huge spectacle.
Damn, were they disappointed with that Episode 1?
Well, no, but you were not.
There's mixed feelings about that one.
I'm sorry, John. I disagree with you. Having been there at the time, I was not disappointed at all
By
because this was
Episode
all
1, not 4, 5, and 6, but this
No,
is
one.
Episode 1.
even one.
God, that movie sucked harder than Monica Lewinsky.
No, you don't understand.
1997?
Something like that.
Monica Lewinsky.
But, I
90s
would
reference.
go back to Rob's question. Do you think that anybody's has done that for Transformers? Have you seen anything like that for Transformers recently? Or, what's the other big ones that came out
The
recently?
last one that I
The Harry
remember...
Potter movies.
Yeah, the Harry Potter.
Okay, all right, there you
Lord
go.
of the Rings.
Lord
is
of the
the other
Rings,
one.
Harry
Like, I
Potter.
won't do it with The Hobbit, but the Lord of the Rings people got really...
Not even The Hobbit.
Not even The Hobbit.
Well, because the
I
reason...
think everybody around here is a little too jaded to go see movies like that. Dark Knight, for sure.
Well,
Okay.
The Hobbit, there was a specific reason, is because instead of 2 movies, they decided to do 3, and people are tired of certain things Peter Jackson does.
Yeah.
Well, I think, dude, I'm sick of movies that I pay $15 to go see a movie, like something like Captain America, and nothing's gonna pay off until the 3rd time I pay
Right.
$15.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what everything's turned into.
Yeah.
I'm paying 3 times to see one movie essentially.
I couldn't agree with you more because that's exactly what this movie was. It was just the preview.
But
Right.
on the other hand, they're getting the idea of long format story arcs, which is something comic books are.
They've lost the art of saga.
Yeah.
The only two, like seminal sagas that everybody mentions has always been Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Everything else is just these like spectacles and the tie-ins, and I hate to start bashing all the comic book movies, but damn, 3 movies for everything now.
Yeah.
I just saw the new Captain America. That's going to be a 3rd movie.
Yeah.
Left open-ended. I'm bloody sick of not having any endings.
I
You
think
could
Ryan-
probably miss 2 and just go wait until 3 comes out, and
I
then
think
you know.
Ryan has the big point though. Is there's no story.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
Lord of
no
the Rings
saga.
has a great. Yeah, I think that's actually that's a really good point. I never
'cause,
thought about it that way.
There was a lot of movies that had the saga. Indiana Jones. You had the
Yeah,
Never-Ending Story. You had obviously Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Never-Ending Story managed to wrap up a lot of shit in one movie.
But
Yeah.
I think Lord of the Rings is uniquely different because it had an amazing story, but all three movies tied into each other and also pointed to each other. I think there's very few movies that do it like Lord of the Rings did, but because there was such a great amount of source
you have a
material, they could
book.
do it.
It was a book, so of course it's going to be different. It's basing off of an already finite story.
Well, but you have Captain America, who's been around since the 40s. There's enough material
But
they
they're
could do something
still
similar.
milking that thing. They're still
Yeah.
coming out with comic books.
It seems like everything that we're doing these days is just money, money, money. Everything's money, and this is the way just to milk that money train more.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And when you
We already have the train go.
when you make a movie,
money train.
and you're making your budget is 300, 400, 500 million dollars to make a movie,
That's insane.
it's ridiculous. I mean,
I agree. I
don't
think
know.
that we need to go back to, or, get some more guys that were like Spielberg and Lucas when they started. When they started, not now, because they're the leaders of the money game.
absolutely.
But when they started, they were making great films off of nothing.
Well, I think you guys are gonna help me with the introductions of the shorts that we're going to be talking about here, because that's what I'm looking forward to, and it's something that I don't seek out or I haven't really seen. So I'm kind of excited about the shorts.
So as I
Did I blow it for you?
No.
just a little.
I already
Ladies-
mentioned it a while ago.
Yeah, it was mentioned.
But
So
ladies
we-
and gentlemen, next week is the rare 100th episode for
Zero,
Reflex.
zero. For those of you who can't do math, there's
And he can
two
count.
zeros.
I'm impressed, actually. So it's 100. So it's 100 episodes. So in honor of that, we're doing shorts. And we all kind of agreed in the last time we did this that a lot of these people are future directors, writers, actors, and they're a great form of storytelling.
Yeah, it's basically what you're looking as for a director or producer or even a writer, is that they can say to a studio before they get on, this is some of the stuff I've done, so you can look. It's their portfolio.
The original,
That's what we're looking at.
Tim Burton's, one of his shorts was the original Frankenweenie,
Yeah.
which also got him, if I remember correctly, the Pee Wee Herman got him the thing with the Batman with, the original 90s. So they're really important.
Yeah.
And next week, so the way the format changes is we each get a pick, and there's no news, there's no movie news next week. We're going to spend the whole time just discussing all four
And we'll put
shorts.
the titles out of the shorts on the webpage before.
on the webpage and the Facebook. So make sure
And
you
hope
check that
they're
out.
short enough that we can throw up a bunch of links to them, because they're usually on YouTube or some streaming site.
Yeah.
And we here at Real Flicks Reviews generally
Not
consider
illegal.
a short between 2 minutes to the longest at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've always said is that there is the rare one that could be something that it goes up to into 30, 40 minutes, but usually they are always under an hour. Shortest is can be 3 minutes, I've seen.
Yep.
So,
So next week, I want to thank everybody for watching Real Flicks Reviews through episode 99, which is this episode, and want to thank everybody. So from everybody here at Real Flicks Reviews, as usual, we'll see you next week.
goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.